we'll get these bales sorted so we can get these guys to finish payment out. What's this now? 56%. Still quite noisy in the hotel. I wonder. We all brought the drove the tractors back and left them. I think I've got up a bit late than everybody else. I have. Alright, they're all already down there. Started without me. Although to be fair, I think there was only one of them that we agreed was going down to catch up with the baling. Alright, let's head down and find out what the situation is. Get these bales loaded and dealt with, and we can get some payment in because it's beginning of October, 8 o'clock. Very early October. I would have rather have started work a bit earlier, but I had a few ales drank last night, so I slept in a bit. Good to have a little socialise with everybody though. Easy, that chap nearly walked out onto the road. I feel a bit sheepish here with these kids already up here waiting. A little bit embarrassing. Oh, not too bad. It looks like he's just finished baling. Ah, we're looking. Let's pop this back. I need that for the meantime. Good tracks, I did like that. Oh, we're getting on. Chuck the drone up and have a quick look. Couple of little bits, but I feel there's certain bits it just doesn't want to pick up. I don't know if it's the baler or the map. That's grass, not hay. Tiny bits really. They've got pretty much everything, don't they? A little bit, a few bits up in this corner maybe. Main issue is if we ended up with a tiny amount needed for a full bale, because bales mean bucks. I'll land that back down there. Better be able to pick it up. Right, okay. Alright, there is. Did a bit of skill with that, hasn't he? That baler will have clocked over 100 bales easily. And I know there's one tucked away that I'll forget about if I don't pick it up now. So, I I'm not going to make you watch me pick up at least 60 odd bales, moving them backwards and forwards from the livestock market. You're better than that. Where is it? There it is. Tucked away on that edge. Okay. So I'll let you get back to what you were doing and I'll catch up with you on the last run, I suppose, and then it'd be time to invoice in and collect payments. We can have a look at what's next on the opportunities. Bit of land, I'm thinking, because I want to put down some roots. And then potentially we're going to need some equipment as well. And we'll have a look, see what contracts are still going. They've got a coffee machine up at the livestock market, so I can get my caffeine fixing anyway. I shall catch you all in a short while. Yeah, you're back. Welcome. The last of the bales are on. We're gonna run these up to the livestock market. I've got something to show you on the way. I was because we passed through the BGO on the way through. So I bumped into Barry at the BGA Barry, as we call him, my business partner. Said we're going to have quite a few. I think there's going to be quite a bit of hay left. I'm going to find out shortly. So he suggested dropping the hay off there for now. As I imagine the price for hay at this time of year is not necessarily going to be at its best, or we can at least wait for it to jump up. So I'll just pull up here to show you. As you can see, I had a little bit of an accident and knocked a stack over, so I had to go around and fetch it with a little massey. But there's 3 full trailer loads there. It wouldn't fit under there, unfortunately. Similar to the livestock market, the trailer comes up a little bit high, so we've stacked it there for now. We're going to drop these 6 off and then see how many more we're going to need, and then that will be the end of that baling saga, which was, is it 4 or 5? Bit of a bouncer. 4 or 5 baling contracts there, and I was beginning to, in real life I didn't have a beard before I started that task, but now I've got one. So I'll get these finished, invoices can get paid, because we've got 3 contracts to collect on, which is good because we're at 500 quid again. We'll see how many of these, if these 6 are enough. If not, I suppose we'll have to go back and get some more, but there's plenty of them. There's three trailer loads, so 42 bales, and the big old bales. Is that part of the map? Can you go up to there? Or is that just... up to the end of the map? Interesting. Oh. I did not realise I had to stay in it to control, I suppose. What the controls in the cab need somebody, hang on a minute. Oh, that is the contract finished, and 1800 quid on top. That's brilliant. Should we get rid of a load of them then, while we've got the transport? Let's check. Environmental score of 40. Got any land? Let's check the... If we bought some land, is there anything we can plant? We could plant wheat and barley. Interesting. We need seeds, planter. Should we try and get that done today? We've got plenty of time today, we can get that done. We get ourselves a bit of land. What was I doing? Yes. Hey. Check the market. £56 per 1,000 litre. Normally it's a maximum of 62, so we're just underneath. Ranges between 62 and 50. We're at 56. So yeah, bang in the centre. So let's drop a stack off. Clears up the BGA a bit, doesn't it? And I think we should look at getting ourselves a field and putting some wheat in. Which field? I'm really tempted with 44. And it's already got sugar beet in it. Have a word with Christoph. That'd be a decent field for us to farm. Maybe a bit of room for a shed in that corner. Is this his field as well? No. I'll word with Christoph, see how much he wants for this field. Oh, hold on, we've got those contracts to finish and get some money through. And we've got weeding, sunflowers, and it's got a header trailer, so that's right up my street. Taking £2 off if we use that. Soybean. That's only 800 quid. Loads of baling contracts, guys, if you're interested. I think I've just made an error. A huge error. I've just got rid of our transport. That was stupid, wasn't it? Right. I don't really want to drive that back. We've got 46,000 though. I think we should take that harvesting contract. Yeah. Sunflowers, there's ages on the window to get that done, isn't there? I think. Gives us plenty of time. Crop calendar. Sunflowers only just started. Could probably take the soybeans as well. Sugar beets just started. So if we were to get that field, ring up Christoph, maybe get that field, we might be able to harvest those soybean, sugar beet out. What say you? Let's 44. How much? 13,000. Right. I'm gonna have to go and hitch a ride up to the stores to get the equipment to come back down here to get ready for this soybean harvest anyway. So I'm going to take a walk across and see what's in there. But I shall see you shortly. Know what you're thinking? You're impressed? I'm finally learning. Incidentally, I did try to go, the header trader was down the back. I did try to go straight in with it, but it turns out that the header won't fit through this gap. I didn't record that bit though. Right, bit of important news. Rang up Christoph, asked him about field 44. Turns out it was Christoph who owned the little Massey that we got beforehand. The hell? He said he was happy to sell it, so we bought that, and he's also done us a deal on another little parcel of land as well, just down the road from it. So we are officially in the farming game, at least on a small holding level. We've got a field that we can farm and a parcel of land. However, it does occur to me that there's sugar beet in that field that will need bringing up before we can put the wheat down. So I'm thinking we need to get some equipment in So Christoph was great. He actually drove down and met me at the field and then gave me a lift back to the shop as well. Lovely chap. Salty earth. I'm going to drop this off. We've got a couple of days to work on with this harvest. So I think it's probably best. I've already took one of the tractor unit and trailer down. That's there ready for when we want to go. 46 is the field that we're harvesting the sunflowers out of, is actually right next to us at 44. This is the field we're doing, just here. And this is the field we bought. We're up and running. Got a little bit of a track at the side of it as well, which is quite handy. Where are we going to put this if we're not using it straight away? Because getting into there is really tight. I wonder. Well, that's grass, isn't it? I'm sure they'll let us. Everybody's friendly one day. They'll let us chuck them, and that's our entry anyway, isn't it? Isn't it? That's our way of getting into our farm anyhow, I think. I do believe. Christoph also gave me a number for a guy that will come out and do your soil sampling, so we know what sort of soil we're sitting on. He said he's recently had it done, so I chucked him an extra, the best part of about 1,500 quid extra, I think, for the soil sampling bit, so they're going to get sent over to us at some point. And we'll know what sort of soil we're dealing with. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Right. Gonna need a plough. Yield's not going to be great off it. No wonder he sold it to me. He's not expecting a decent yield. So we've got a little space behind the hedge there. That's on the main road though. That's a path, so I'm not sure whether we can do anything with that. Lovely little spot at the back here, possibly for a shed of some sort, maybe. It's quite nice with the autumnal trees. So I think we set the bull by the horns, go see if there's anything we can lease to get this sugar beet out of the ground. So I'm going to start heading back up and I'll see you up at the store. Now I rang up the store, see what they've got. We've bought something and we've leased something to give it a go. So, I'm really hoping this works. Where is... Did I put it around the back? Did I not buy it? Maybe I didn't buy it. Maybe I didn't buy it. I'm sure I did. So this will pick up potatoes, stones, and beets. So it's worth getting that to keep. We're going for the biggest size, even though a little bit risky, and we'll have it in messy red. I didn't buy it then either, did I? My excitement levels got way too much. Right. And then, no, I don't necessarily. A lot bigger. This might tip the bit over. And now this interesting bit of kit. Is a beet harvester. Apparently. So I've only leased this. It was a best part of £8 grand. Which is a lot of money to be putting out if we only ever do one harvest. B, I've got a feeling I've tried to use it before and it didn't work, or I've read that it doesn't necessarily work. So, help windows on, foot to the floor. I do wish some they'd bring out, for these smaller plots and things, they'd bring out some hand tools that you could use. I'm sure you've probably got them on PC. There's more to spare. I do like the idea of, I think we've got a rake. Never mind pumps and hoses, I want rakes and hose. Maybe a little hand rotavator or something that you can aerate the soil if it's just a small area. I suppose it won't be a massive culprit, but for people that want to do smaller bits, you could have a small setups on farms. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we still potentially need to plough, lime and seed. And I think it all needs doing today, does it not? Don't look at the contracts. Yeah. It's a good speed this, I can still check my tablet while I'm bopping along at 16 miles an hour. Should be an entry along here, I think. Only just down the road from the fishing club as well, so we could have a... And then maybe get 43 in the middle of it just to spice it up. I'm joking. Right. I am very excited for this. I've got a feeling it might not work. Getting them on the arms. Stiff steering. Drop the front. No. Drop the front. Which is turned on apparently. Unfold the harvester. Interesting. Which way? that going to put out? It's going to feed it out to the left-hand side, I think. Ah. Crop restriction. Go. I might have to turn crop destruction off. That sort of takes a bit of the realism there. Especially if you can't. See if I can go backwards. I don't think we'll be able to. Right, I might have to turn crop destruction off. That's a shame. And nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening? Oh no. I've done it again. So this is the other tractor that they gave us for the... Got a tractor and two smaller traders for the soybean job. So I thought maybe we need to get a topper and take the tops off the sugar beet. So I hired this, whizzed down, and it's not taking them off. And then I suddenly realised, the bottom right of the corner, they're not ready to harvest yet. Idiot. So I can't get them out of the ground yet. So I was worried, thinking we've got to get them out of the ground, move them, then get this field ready to sow wheat. But we're not going to be able to get that done anyway. At all. So I'm going to have a rethink about what we can and can't do. Otherwise we've got plenty of time to get this ready for... We might be back on contracts. We've got plenty of time to get this ready for the next planting. See, that's March. No point putting grass in. There's grass everywhere, and I'm done with that for a minute. So I'm going to have a little think about what else there is to do. One thing we need to look at is the other materials we're going to need. We're going to need a trailer. We're going to need a plough. We're going to need a seeder. Oh, a planter. What have we got? I'm sure I downloaded some little bits and bobs for these sort of things. We won't need seeders for a while unless... Hello, that might be the one I downloaded. 35 horsepower. That's what you want. I mean, we're going to need that anyway, aren't we? How big is it? 3 metre, that's decent. She's going to get one of them out of sheer excitement. Oh no, we don't need it yet though, do we? Or do we? It's nice, I like the look of that. We'll get it. Yeah, we'll get it. Need some seeds to go with it. I think we can get them from the store. What else might we be needing? We'll need a plough or a cultivator. Everything's going to need a plough to start with, isn't it? Hello, what's this? 1/2 metre plough. You do that with your hands, can't you? 1200 quid. Big attacher type, small attacher type. Half a metre. 1200 quid, it's not the worst price. 800 quid for a 1.3 metre. 40 horsepower. Take that all day. Design 1 or design 2? What's the disc for? Let's chop it a little bit more. Got to try and keep with the massive red, haven't we? That will take cedar, plough, cultivator. These are expensive bits of kit. Now, £800, 3.5 metres, that's decent. 2 metre, 25 horsepower. It's almost like part of the gear, like 2008, 40 horsepower, 25 horsepower, 2 metres. £800 per hour, 20 horsepower. Stick, rack them out, tyres. Oh yeah. Yes, please. Could be the same. Gotta be the same colour red all across, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Tyres on it. Get the weight down. Beautiful. What else? What else? What else? A roller. Get those. I think I've got the concrete. 3 metre off 2000. Only got £6 left. That sounds like a bit of kit, doesn't it? 1.7 metre for 900 quid. A cedar and a roller. Oh, that'll hold grass. Yeah, it'll take grass. They connect to each other as well, don't they? We go with that for now. On a budget. Right. Anything else we need? Something to spread. Fertiliser. We're gonna need a trailer anyway. Oh, hello. 300 litre. 1400 litre for 3.5. 70 horsepower. 188 kilo, 200 kilo. That's on wheels, so that's just to pull along. 750. Any of these do that? Does lime, and so does that. Now then, 10 meters, 28 meters. Looks like it's just going to drop it through. That will flick out to 6 meters. 330. That only does seed. That does both. 70 horsepower. I don't know if we're going to be looking at 70 horsepower. Decisions. Just use that for lime. We don't need fertilising yet, do we? Could maybe think. 500 kilo. That. Oh, we might be able to borrow something for that. Sprayers, seeders. Planting. Oh, we're going to be doing any planting. I'm not sure. If we do, yeah. 2-row. A 2-row planter. I don't think we're going to be looking at planting anything at the minute. We're going to need to look towards grass work as well. Trailers. I'm going to write a list of that. Of what we sort of want. We're going to need a trailer to move all those bits back, that's for sure. And it's going to have to be small enough to fit on. It's going to need to be cheap. It needs to be small enough to fit on. I need something to move bales as well, actually. We'll have a think about trailers. Alright, time's ticking. We need to work out what we're going to do. I'm going to have a think and then come back to you very soon with a plan of what's happening today.